If you feel like your freestyle is very start-stop and you're having to muscle your way through the water, it could be because you don't have much rhythm. Now, when I went to Hawaii on a training camp, I had a coach say to us, freestyle is all about rhythm. Rhythm in the hips, rhythm in the arms, rhythm in the shoulders. And I think a big part of that is true. In this video, I'm going to deep dive into how you can get rhythm in your freestyle so everything syncs together and you can save a ton of energy so that by the time you get to the end of your training session or the end of a race, you feel like you've still got a full tank of gas. The first thing you need to know about swimming, and particularly about freestyle, is your movements should be slow to fast. If you feel like you're on this treadmill that you can't get off and your heart rate's really high, you're likely moving your arms at a fairly constant pace as you're swimming. Now, the reason we don't want to do that is it's very hard to feel like you've got much connection or like you can rest and recover in different parts of the stroke. So we need to go slow to fast. Now, what that means is that when you enter the water in freestyle and you're reaching forwards with your arm in front and going through your catch, which is when your fingertips begin to point down, that should be slower than you should be at the back. So we're going to go slower out the front and quicker out the back, where you're going to accelerate through the stroke. Now, it shouldn't be like a 0 to a 10. So we don't want to go 0 really, really slow out the front and then really quick out the back. That's not going to work either. It should be like a 3 to a 7. So nothing too dramatic, but there will be that change in speed. Now, the reason that's helpful is that allows you to get the right timing in freestyle, because if the arms are just moving constantly, you don't get your body in the right position to be able to connect your catch and pull with the turn of your body or the rotation of your body. So slow to fast will help you feel that rhythm and get that timing. Now, one key to that, which can really stuff you up if you don't get it right, we've got to enter fingers first with the elbow slightly up. So as you're entering, fingers first, elbow up, then you can reach forwards and extend out in front, but be underneath the water or underneath the surface as you're extending forwards. Then you feel like you've got the ability to slow down. If you're reaching out and you're landing elbow first, you're more likely to drop the arm and you won't have that ability to go slow to fast. So if you enter correctly with your fingers first, elbow up, that will allow you to reach forwards in front of the shoulder, move through that a little bit slower, and then you can set up the catch a lot easier. So make sure you get that right. That's the first thing, slow to fast. The second thing is your rotation. If you're swimming flat and you're not rotating at all, that's really hard work. There's no rhythm in that. And on the other side as well, if you are over rotating and twisting too much, it's hard to get into this groove because you'll lose your balance, your legs will splay, and it's going to be really hard to find a nice flowing rhythm in the stroke. So when we think about the rotation, so how much should your body go side to side? What I think about is you're rocking side to side, you're not rolling. And I heard that from Carlin Pipes, who's another coach. And I think that's a really great way to describe it. So you're rocking side to side, you're not rolling. And what that looks like, it's about 30 to 40 degrees through the hips, through the shoulders, side to side if we're looking front on. So we're not going to 90 degrees, that's too far. 30 to 40 degrees is what you see. The elite swimmers, the elite triathletes, you find them in that sort of range. So make sure you're just rocking your body side to side, and that's going to help you find your rhythm. The third thing is the timing of the stroke. Now, the timing in freestyle, majority of elite swimmers are swimming with front quadrant timing or 3/4 catch up, as it's also known. We draw a line in front of your head. We want to always have something in front of that line. So always something in front of your head. If we see at a point in time there's nothing in front of your head, then you've probably pulled through too soon and you haven't done that slow to fast. So when we think of front quadrant timing, think of the front quadrant being just in front of the head. We always want to have something there. Now, the other way you can think of that is if we've got an underwater shot, we want to see one hand entering and the other arm should be anywhere from about 45 degrees out in front, like you can see here, to just past your shoulder at the most. So that's where we see majority of elite swimmers, that sort of timing. When one hand enters, the other arms finish the catch or it's just about to pass under the shoulder. That's roughly the timing that we want to have. Now, we do see with swimmers who lack rhythm, they tend to be One hand entering, other hand almost back at the hip. And that's that treadmill type of swimming that I mentioned earlier. And if you're going to the pool today or the pool later this week, and you want a really easy way to think of that timing or that rhythm that you can have in freestyle, you could just have something as simple as the thought in your mind of going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Meaning when you enter, think of it as going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, rather than 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's that little bit of a pause, or that one is drawn out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that can help you find that rhythm, go slow to fast, and that will help you with your rotation as well. So keep things really simple, just find that nice rhythm. Now, the thing about rhythm, it's like with dancing. If you overthink it, you're probably going to look like a robot. It's not going to look good, and you're probably not going to sync up to the music. Same thing with your swimming. If you're overthinking your stroke, you're probably going to lack some rhythm. So as best you can, get out of your thinking brain and get into that feel for things. So just kind of switch off, get in tune with the water, see how you feel, and just let the body do its thing. Because swimming is very much a feeling activity. It's a feeling sport. While we do have to think about things, and certainly we have to think about it to change our stroke, we don't want to be too much up in our head because it's so difficult to change things if we're always up there. So just relax, get in tune with the water, and that will help you find your rhythm as well. Now, if all of this sounds like it's a lot to think about, the best way to improve your technique is to start with the right things. So when we look at how do you improve your technique, there's a sequence. There's an order to go through things in. And if you've seen our 5 core principles, that's the best way to go through it. So we want to start with breathing, making sure you can stay relaxed in the water. Because if you are tense and you are not comfortable, well, it's going to be very hard to swim fast. So we just want to work on getting relaxed and just get the breathing right to begin with. Then we go to head and body. We make sure we're holding that correctly. Then we go to our rotation and our kick. And then we make sure that we are recovering correctly, entering correctly, and then moving through our catch and pull correctly. Then we look at rhythm and timing and stroke rate and those sorts of things. So there's an order to follow. So check out our 5 core principles inside the Effortless Swimming membership. That will keep things really simple. So you've got a bit of a game plan that you can use to be able to follow in order to make sure you're improving things in the right way. Because we don't build a house on sand, we need to have those strong foundations. And the 5 core principles, they're the foundations of good freestyle technique. Thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next week with another video.